what COVID-19 means for the MLB season of 2020. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Homer Hub. The novel coronavirus pandemic has changed the dynamics of the society. Main activities that are used to be done are not being done now, such as going to the job, schools, or traveling. But due to COVID, people are even losing their jobs. Due to social distancing, a lot of plans are being cancelled, and so are numerous sports events, including the Olympics. Major League Baseball is another huge sport, even also affected by the virus. Had it not been for the horrific pandemic, you would be on your way to the stadium to watch a match or be getting together with your friends at your home to watch it on the television.
When this is all said and done, are we going to have baseball in 2020? Are we going to get some kind of season, even if it's 82 games?
Number 1. Empty stadiums. The pandemic has adversely affected Major League Baseball in its initial stage. During the season of MLB, the stadiums are jam-packed with the fans. With the virus getting more and more serious, stadiums still held matches but without an audience. Eventually, the whole league had to be halted and stadiums are now empty with no sound of cheer. America's favorite pastime has now been postponed. It is uncertain about when the MLB will resume. We were hopeful that it might start in June or May, but as the time passes on, things remain unclear. Major League Baseball has served as a rock of certainty during the most uncertain times. Outside the labor strikes, within the sport and the weather postponements, the game of baseball has only been postponed or cancelled due to the national or global events on only 3 other occasions. A brief history of MLB cancellation. The very first time MLB was cancelled was in the year 1923 when US President Harding passed away. Although the game was cancelled the day of the president's death, it was resumed the next day. The second time was on June 6, 1944, when the brave armed force of the Great Generation stormed the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. Among them were baseball heroes such as Hall of Famers Yogi Berra and Leon Day. Another occasion in which MLB was cancelled was on September 11, 2001, when the World Trade Center was attacked, which shook the entire world and changed the laws of traveling. Due to all these occasions, which stand out on their own due to terrorism, death, or D-Day, MLB was cancelled, but since 2001, MLB has never had to be cancelled until 19 years later today. It has now been postponed owing to the fact that human lives are far more important than anything else currently. In some cities, the coronavirus is under control, but in major cities, it is observed that the virus is still spreading and that the numbers of cases and fatalities are increasing day by day. Due to this situation of coronavirus, MLB has created many plans, 2 of which are being considered. One plan is being called the Arizona Plan, in which all the 30 teams will have to agree to cut themselves from the entire world and stay in a shared facility in Arizona. Another plan known as the 310 team division setup, in which matches to be played within the regions and clubs are to be divided on the basis of their geography. When is it starting again? ESPN reported that the games will not start until the pandemic is over and the mass gathering can be allowed. The teams as well as the fans both should be safe. When the virus is over, there will be no restrictions in traveling as well. In the recent news, MLB announced the 2020 London series between the NL Central rival Canadians and Cubs, originally scheduled for June 13 to 14, has been cancelled due to the pandemic. The fiancé of Webster Garrison, a former Major League player and current Major League manager with the Athletics, tells the AP that the Garrison is hospitalized on a ventilator because of COVID-19. She also says Garrison is turning the corner and will hopefully recover. Thus, COVID-19 has had an adverse effect all around, and postponing the MLB is the right decision in order to halt the disease from spreading any further. It's hard to say when exactly baseball will come back again. Maybe it's later this year or maybe the next. No one can say for sure as everything is uncertain. One thing for sure though is that it will come back. After all, much like the sports that we love so much, we as a nation are also beacons of determination, tenacity, and hope, and together we will get through this. For now, it is best to stay at home and follow the proper social distancing guidelines, because the more careful we are, the higher the chances of getting rid of the virus. And whenever this all ends, be sure that all the Major League Basketball fans will soon flock out once again to see their beloved teams. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on the screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.
Are saying effectively they do not want to play past October 31st. They want the World Series to end when it normally ends, because